Giving you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw again. And down inside the 15 he goes.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts. Is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
He gets away from one. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Jaworski Dart on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down target.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
1 second, all that remains.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. O.J. Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Prescott. And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game?
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Off the option, here's Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Play action now. Prescott being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.